Are celebrities like Michael J. Fox and others faking ailments and diseases to hide the truth from you about something else? If you don't know Michael, he was huge in the 80s in movies like Teen Wolf and Back to the Future. And well, he supposedly has Parkinson's. And not only does he think having Parkinson's is funny,
Every day you suffer, but that's the way it is. I mean, who do I see about that?
thinks that's pretty funny. Who do I see about that? That's funny, Michael. That's real funny. And not only does he think it's funny, but he can turn it on and off.
I can make myself still, but I won't be as animated.
Show me what happens if you make yourself still. As he showed us 6 years ago.
Now, before you're completely offended and swipe away, I want you to hear a little story about Stevie Wonder, and then we'll get back to Michael J. Fox.
You think Stevie Wonder can see?
Listen.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's the craziest thing ever.
I'm saying we lived in a building together on Wilshire Boulevard.
Wait, all right. Okay, you lived in a building with Stevie.
With Stevie, okay?
Oh, yeah.
You used to have to drive to the bottom, underneath, to park your car.
Uh-huh.
I'm coming through the first floor that day. It goes down, because when I got in, I didn't press the button. So it went down first. Stevie got in. I'm standing in the corner. I didn't say nothing. And he looked over and he's like, "What up, Big Diesel?" And he turned his head, hit his button, and got off.
Come on.
I'm telling you what happened. I don't know if I was...
Okay, now back to Michael. Now, why in the world would they ever fake some sort of ailment as terrible as Parkinson's? Hey, wait a minute. That's not Michael J. Fox. That's Scott Wolf. You know, the actor Scott Wolf, who looks almost identical to Michael J. Fox. He was in A Party of Five, if you remember back to those days. Yeah, that's Michael J. Fox and that's Scott Wolf. And you know what's funny about the Scott Wolf thing? I found this so funny. Michael J. Fox was in Teen Wolf. And you know what his name was in Teen Wolf? Scott. Scott Howard. In Scott in Teen Wolf. Scott Wolf. Imagine that, and they look so similar. It must just be a coincidence. You know what else must be a coincidence? How similar Scott Wolf and Michael J. Fox move. I mean, it must just be one of those things you just chalk up to coincidence and say, so what? So they look similar, almost exact, and make the same mannerisms and the same stupid faces. Who cares? So they have the same hairline and shrug their shoulders the same and move their hands the same. And his name is Scott Wolf, and he played Scott in a movie called Teen Wolf. So what? So what? So what? It's not like they're the same person and they're using his Parkinson's as an excuse to think there's no way that he could ever be this person because he's moving around all crazy. Like, even though he can stop it on a dime like I showed you. And so they have the exact symmetry to their faces. And I mean, this nose even looks fake. And like he's got a little bit of like extra, I don't know, latex there. And maybe a set of fake teeth. Those sure look like pearly whites. And boy, it's just funny how they happen to have Fox there as well. One of those coincidences again. Imagine that. Oh, and look how their noses are angled the same. But what am I talking about? This is just silly talk. They would never have an actor play another actor because, I mean, that's not what actors do. They don't play other people. Maybe they were just doing it on a higher level than you realize. And maybe there's fewer of them than you think. And those few of them play a lot of people. So it gives the illusion of a very large crowd of people that you could never control, and you could never give them missions and assignments to literally mind control the masses. No, that can't be it. And they definitely wouldn't do it to distort your reality so much that you can look at the sun going across the sky and think that you're spinning 1,000 miles per hour backwards and that you don't trust your senses. And if you can see these people and think they're different people, well, that distorts your senses too. But what am I talking about? That's all just a joke and satire, and I make this stuff and I reach for it everywhere just to entertain you guys. I'm not really trying to expose these phony balonies who are making you feel bad for them because they're moving around fakely. Nope. Entertainment only. I'm sure he really has Parkinson's. Oh, and I'm sure Stevie's really blind. And this guy was definitely solving the world's space problems from the comfort of his chair, nodding and speaking gibberish. Yeah, you might want to look into this guy too. Total fraud. Entertainment only.